Good afternoon, everyone. Young folks, good afternoon. I can't hear you. Great, it's a wonderful day. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you to Captain Zanders of the Salvation Army for being our community partner, for collaborating with us to serve our youth, and for being guardians to our most vulnerable population, which is our children. I also want to give a big shout out to the Eagles, President Don Smolinski, for your commitment to social justice, for your commitment to support of this community, for your commitment to the positive future outcomes of our youth, and for supporting the mission of Cops Helping Kids. I also want to take a moment just to acknowledge our mayor, Mayor James Kinney, our police commissioner, Richard Ross, Deputy Commissioner Myron Patterson, Deputy Commissioner Joseph Sullivan, Deputy Commissioner Robin Wimberly, Inspector of Community Relations, Love Craighead, and our commanding officer of the 19th Police District, Captain John Stanford. Social justice is premised upon equal access to services, equal access to economic resources, and equal rights, and equal participation in social decisions. I can tell you that the children here deserve the same amount of access and opportunities as children in any other neighborhood. I am grateful for our relationship with the Eagles and the Salvation Army that allows us to collectively bring together computer education, mentorship, athletics, together to enhance the lives of the children in this community. The Haddington Powell Center will serve as a safe haven for our children and our youth. It will enrich the lives of our children by providing guidance, mentorship, educational opportunities, and job exposure, career readiness, and job initiatives. The Haddington Powell will also strengthen police-community relations by facilitating positive, non-enforcement related contact with Philadelphia police officers. With that being said, I would like to bring up Captain Zander of the Salvation Army.
It's truly my honor to be here today. I was very excited about coming, and I was especially excited when I came and I was asking some of the children how old they were, and then someone asked me the question, well, how old are you? And then I said, well, how old do you think I am? And they said, 30. I said, why, yes, I am. This will always be my favorite PAL spot. I want you to know that. On behalf of the Salvation Army and the thousands of children that we serve every day throughout this community and the children within this very community, we are so grateful for the opportunity to partner with PAL in service. You never know in this room today who the future is. I can think of Dr. J began his career as a young child in a Salvation Army gym. LeBron James began his career as a young child in a Salvation Army gym. Who knows who is in this gym today? And we are so grateful that we get to provide a sacred and safe space for children and for their families to know that they can come here and to have such a wonderful time. So thank you, and you are welcome to be here.
Our next speaker is a testament to the impact of PAL. As a PAL kid himself, he experienced firsthand the influence that the neighborhood PAL Center has in the lives of our young Philadelphians. I introduce to you the honorary president of the Police Athletic League and the mayor of Philadelphia, James Kinney.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Captain Thomas, for the introduction. I love these days. These are some of the most fun days being mayor, is opening up PAL centers and opening up places for kids to be safe and to enjoy themselves and to learn. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm so happy to be joining you here all here today for the grand opening of the Haddington PAL Center. We're here because we want every child and young person in Philadelphia to reach their full potential safely. And thanks to the support and donations from the Philadelphia Eagles Social Justice Fund, yay, the Patriarch Foundation and the Salvation Army, we can do more to make this a reality. Our administration understands that no single person, program, or organization can do it alone. We all must work together to support our children. And programs like PAL offer a place for our kids to develop life skills, find role models, make new friends, and stay active. PAL is also the key part of our out-of-school time initiative and provides a safe place for kids to go after school to learn, to play, and to grow. PAL has worked to build positive relationships between our youth, our communities, and the dedicated men and women of the great Philadelphia Police Department for more than 70 years. I look forward to strengthening the city's partnership with PAL as we strive to better the lives of young people in Philadelphia. I want to thank you again for everything that you do. And I just want to tell the children, we care about you. We really love you and we care about you, and we want to see you meet your full potential. We want to see you grow up safely and to become really dignified, good people who can become good parents themselves one day if you choose. But we really do care about you, and so do the men and women who work in this facility and who work on our streets care about you also. We're doing everything we can to improve our schools, to improve our recreation department, facilities and fields and recreation centers and gyms, and we're working hand in hand with PAL to give you more places to be safe and to stay out of trouble and be good and learn, especially young ladies. There's a lot of athletic scholarships out there. If you can play ball, you can go to school and have it paid for. So it's not just about the boys, it's about the girls too, trust me. All right, so have a good time, enjoy yourself, and I'm glad to be here. Take care. And now for our great Police Commissioner, Richard Ross.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. And I, too, want to thank everyone involved in just helping this PAL Center come alive today. I mean, Salvation Army, thank you so much for what you've done. To our PAL board members, and there's some here today, they are staples. They are here all the time for folks. Raise your hand if you're here and you're on the PAL board, please. Thank you so much. Give them a hand, folks. These are the folks that are out here running their own companies, who are big time within their own endeavors, but they take the time because they know how important PAL is. You know, my daughter, who's now 24 and a nurse out here at CHOP, she came up through a PAL Center. And although she was never the best athlete, coming up through PAL, I think, gave her the confidence to go out for a high school basketball team and actually play for 2 seasons there. I don't think she would have had the confidence to do that were it not for being in PAL as a PAL kid. And so to the PAL officers, thank you for what you do every day. We hear testaments all the time about what you've done in the lives of young people, how meaningful it is to them. So without you, we couldn't get it done. So I just want to thank all of you. Kids, thank you. Thank you for being here, and I hope you use this PAL Center and enjoy it. God bless and God keep you.
The Eagles Social Justice Fund was established on the core values of respect, teamwork, passion, and unity. Using these same principles, the organization and its players have committed themselves to reentry, reform, and prevention. It is our identical commitment to prevention that has made the reopening of the Haddington PAL Center possible and will provide a wealth of opportunity and exposure to the youth in our cities. To speak further on this collaboration, from the Eagles organization, I would like to introduce to you Philadelphia Eagles President Don Smolinski.
Thank you, Captain Thomas. Good afternoon, everyone. Excited to be here. It's a busy week. We got the draft later in the week, and things are happening. It's hard to believe that it's end of April, but this is also something that's very important to all of us. And you know, Nelson Aguilar, my teammate, is here today, and he'll say a few words about this program. But we couldn't be more proud to be part of the opening here of the Haddington PAL Center. You know, Captain Cohen-Zanders, Captain Thomas, Police Commissioner Ross, Ted Qualley, Mayor Kenny, all of them deserve a tremendous amount of recognition and thanks for their support and commitment in making today possible. You know, their daily dedication, their commitment to serving the public. It plays a critical role in forging strong relationships between police officers, children, families, and our community. We are pleased to support PAL's Cops Helping Kids program and are inspired by the year-round support of our youth through their efforts in reducing crime, promoting character development, and improving educational outcomes. In November, in conjunction with our players, we established the Equals Social Justice Fund to help tackle key societal issues such as poverty, racial equality, and workforce development in the greater Philadelphia area. I am proud to say that the grant used for the opening of this center was one of the very first grants distributed by our committee in our Eagles Social Justice Fund. The Police Athletic League has worked to build positive relationships between youth, the communities in which they live, and the dedicated men and women of the Philadelphia Police Department, and we are honored to make this contribution and support the community program. Congratulations again to everyone here, and in particular to the community. This is a tremendous asset, and we are excited to be here with you. And now, I think with that, I'm going to turn it over to my partner, my teammate, and my committee member, Nelson Aguilar. Thank you.
Hope you guys are all doing well today. Honestly, on behalf of the Philadelphia Eagles, players and, organization, it means a lot to us that we're able to do something like this for you guys. I'm a product of a lot of people lending out a hand to put me in the position I'm in today. And this is a community thing. I hope that the players, the young athletes, men and women, and also the coaches and all the parents that are here understand that this is going to go with everybody's efforts, Let's all be invested. Let's all, cherish this, and let's help the kids grow. It takes a village to help the kids grow to be who they are, not just the parents. All of the children are our responsibility, and I truly believe that. So thank you guys so much for having us, and have a great day.
Thank you, Nelson. So how cool is this to be able to stand up here with, when I was your age, guys, the PAL kids, the Eagles were my heroes, right? And so now to have one of them here and to be able to share the stage with someone that's won a Super Bowl, that plays down at the Link, I mean, this is incredible. I also have the fortune to work alongside of some heroes every day, and we don't necessarily think about football players and police officers on the same field, but I will tell you that, as Nelson said, there was a time when he was 11 years old and someone stepped in and helped him and taught him how to maybe run a pattern, or maybe how to do a math problem. And that's what our police officers do at PAL every single day, right? So they step in and they try to help you. As the mayor said, we care about you. We think that you could be not just a player for the Philadelphia Eagles, we believe you could be the president of the Philadelphia Eagles, right? We think you could be the mayor of the city of Philadelphia, or the next PAL officer, or you could run the Salvation Army. There's a lot of people behind the scenes of both of these organizations that care an awful lot. They're called board members. Some of them are here today, and so I just want to take a moment to thank the board members of both organizations. And I just want to share one other note about an 11-year-old kid. So a couple of weeks ago, I had the privilege to spend some time in City Hall with Captain Stanford, who talked about being an 11-year-old PAL kid and how that opportunity to spend time with his PAL officer was formative for him. It helped him realize some of what he wanted to do in life. And so our hope is that we can help you guys connect the dots, right? Maybe you want to be a football player, maybe you want to be a basketball player, maybe you want to be an astronaut. The PAL t-shirt has been in space as well. You could do anything that you want to do, and we want to help you do it. So let's get the kids up here, the adults up here, and let's cut the ribbon on this.